Woo-hoo-hoo. Man, the markets are crazy. Today's Wednesday. Yesterday, Tuesday, the open, we had this massive drop. This is the S&P daily chart. We had this massive drop, and then a rally by the day's end. Had this hammer. As you guys remember, I told you in the last video that I went long here. I held a lot of longs, thinking, we had a gap down, a hammering out the bottom at 1300. We should go up. Only to see a massive drop first thing in the morning, just like we saw the day before. Big drop in the first few minutes of the open, and then a rally. That drop, I'm telling you, I had a decision to make. I had a lot of stop losses on here, up here in this area on a lot of my stocks. I took them off. I took them off because I was going to gap down. All my stocks were gapping down, and I thought, I'm going to take them off. I had a sneaky suspicion. We hammered out the bottom. This was just going to wipe out a lot of people. So I held through this pullback. But if it was going to last longer than a half hour or so, I would have went ahead and taken the hit, got out of it, and just took my hit. Nothing I could do about it. But when this thing started rallying back, I started moving my stop losses up, moving up, preserving profits. And by the end of the day, we get this massive move. I think we were down first thing in the morning like 200, 250 points. And then by the end, the Dow's up 300. It's like a 500-plus point swing in the markets. Just huge. Ended on big volume, big buying pressure coming into this. Anyway, the S&P, let's look at the Dow. Here's the Dow, same thing. See how we have a higher high? We had a higher low, higher high. That's a bullish pattern. We have a bullish engulfing pattern here that we should go up. This should be bullish, and we should continue up. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ. Gap down, run up. Another gap down and a run up. It's finding its bottom. So we should start heading up here. Russell's, same thing. Higher high, higher low. Nice. We closed at the day's high. We closed very bullish across the board. That great to see. But me, I was very long. I was loaded long until about the end of the day. I went ahead and tightened up and took all my profits off the table. And looking for whatever happens tomorrow. If we do gap up or we do make a run up, if we gap up, be waiting for a pullback and then get into it, and reload. But if we gap down, and if I start to see us run, I'll re-enter at a lower price. And so anyway, what I'm doing is I decided to go flat the market by the end of the day, just day trading, and I'll look to reload tomorrow. So fun stuff. Anyway, let's take a look at Apple. This is Apple. A lot of you guys got hurt by Apple. One of my students, matter of fact, I was in his office at the time that Apple was getting ready to come out on earnings. We had a nice up day Tuesday, and Apple was coming out with earnings at 4 o'clock, when Eastern Standard Time, when the markets close. And I asked him, I said, you need to be exiting that, right? We never hold over earnings. Bad things happen. And he says, I have a good feeling about this. I'm just going to tighten stops. Well, he broke a rule, only to have his head handed to him. And he told me, he said that was a very expensive lesson. I mean, this is down 16 points. That's after us rallying back. Chances are we'll fill this gap, get some money back, but Apple's in trouble. This is not a buy. This is not an opportunity to buy into Apple. And until this thing gives me a nice pattern like a double bottom or some sort of triangle, like an ascending triangle, I'm not going to look at this as a play. But if you're gonna, I'd have your stop losses in place, and maybe when it gets up to this area, if it starts to show weakness, you might want to consider taking profits. So anyway, just something for the Apple people out there. Take care, happy trading, be careful in the markets. I know I say it a lot, but capital preservation is key. And hey, it's fun times out there in the market. Don't break rules. There's a lot of money to be made. Follow the rules and make that money. Take care and follow the rules. Catch you later. Bye.